Put your money intact, put your money intact. Invest and show that your money come back. Put your money intact, put your money intact. Invest and show that your money come back. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free. Join the abundance community, diaspora city. Yeah, we got global accessibility. Your future, your currency. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free. Join the Abundance Community Diaspora City. Contact our website or social media for more info. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack.
Okay. Hello, everyone in the house. Welcome to another training. And I want to say a special thank you to those of you who attended the seminar last week. I think it lasted about 3.5 hours, and there was a lot of good information. Um, and I was happy to see the participation. Please, when you come in, I don't have to remind you all the time to please mute your microphone. There's somebody here whose microphone is unmuted. Noah Joseph. All right. So it was well attended and you really participated with your questions, and I hope you learned a lot. I think for the first seminar, it went very well. So thank you for coming. A special welcome to the leaders in the house. And I also want to say a special welcome to Madam Nakiba James. I hope all of you know that, but she has been appointed as the second Assistant Director of Training, Human Resource Development, and Communication. So there are three of us doing that job now, myself, Mr. Carr, and Madam Nakiba. So Madam Nakiba, welcome home. I think you are really suited for this job. So thank you for accepting that position. Okay, so today we have our very own crypto chemist, Mr. Blair James, but we know him as crypto chemist with all of the audios with such important information that he used to give to us. He's also the tech crypto analyst. And Mr. James, I am always excited when you have to do the training. And I also want to thank you for saying yes again and again to doing this. But I'm always excited because I always learn so much from you. And today, Mr. Blair James is going to speak about DApps, decentralized applications. So I'm sure that is something a lot of us don't know much about. And I am here with my notebook and my pen ready to write. Mr. James, welcome. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon to one and all. Thanks for your introduction, Doc. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, so it's a great feeling and opportunity that I can come and I can impart my wisdom and knowledge to the community. It's something that I have to do. I'm a giving back person, and it's a pleasure to be here once again, Doc. And I'd like to say congratulations to Nakiba on your position. Congratulations, my dear. So this week we're going to talk about DApps. I'm sure we have heard about DApps. In our smartphone we have apps in our smartphone, different applications. So basically, for the crypto sector, we have DApps. These are different applications. They are decentralized applications. And these things are very, very, very important for us to know. If you're holding cryptocurrencies, anything of that sort. So we're gonna look a bit on about on DApps and what they're used for. So let's go down and start this training. So DApps are decentralized applications or software application that operate on a blockchain or peer-to-peer network instead of being hosted on a centralized server. They are a key component of blockchain ecosystem and are most commonly associated with cryptocurrency like Ethereum, Solana, and the Binance Smart Chain. So a lot of us have heard about, Ethereum, with smart contract and stuff like that, and we have Solana right now that Solana is giving Ethereum competition in regards to smart contract. A lot of people building on Solana, right? And then you have the Binance Smart Chain where you have a lot of people building likewise on the Binance Smart Chain. Excuse me. So let's look at key features of DApps. We have number one, decentralization. Unlike a traditional apps, DApps store data and operate across a distributed network of computer nodes, making them more resistant to censorship and downtime. Two, smart contracts. Most DApps rely on smart contracts, which are self-executing agreements which predefine rules written in code. These contracts automate and enforce the functionality of DApps. Number three, we have open source. The, the code base of many DApps is open source, allowing anyone to review, use, or contribute to the project. This transparency enhances the trust in the application. Four, blockchain base. DApps interact with blockchain to record transaction and manage operation. This makes them secure and immutable. Five, token use. Many dApps have their own token, which are used in and used for in-app transaction governance or renewal use. Uh, for example, we have Ethereum-based dApps might use ERC20. I'm sure a lot of us have heard about the ERC20 or the ERC 721 tokens. These are different tokens that you call them different codes, right? Let's look on common types of dApps. We have number one, decentralized finance, which we call DeFi. A lot of us, I'm sure, especially if you're in the crypto space for quite a while, would hear about DeFi. Examples, we have Uniswap, that's a decentralized platform, and we have Aave and Compound. All these different uh, DeFi projects, they have their own tokens. Use, you have financial service like lending and borrowing, trading, and yield farming without intermediaries. So we don't have anyone controlling these. These are controlled on the blockchain. Number two, we have gaming, virtual world. Examples are we have Axie Infinity, Decentraland, and we have the Sandbox. And now all these uh, they have their own tokens likewise for all these applications that we're talking about here. Now we have the use, play to earn, that the game, virtual real estate, and NFTs. A lot of us have heard about play to earn, where you can play these games and you earn, rewards funds and virtual real estate. That is one of the big things right now. And NFT. So basically, virtual real estate, you can actually buy land on the blockchain, and nobody else can take that land from you. You're the owner of that. These are just some remarkable times in which we're living in. I've been playing around with this virtual real estate. We have decentralized land. You can buy land. You can actually rent land, and it's just mind blowing and incredible, right? So we have marketplace examples. We have open seas and wearable use, buying and selling NFTs and digital assets. So a lot of these lands that you buy are gaming. Basically, these are digital assets. So social media and communication, likewise. Example, Lens protocol, mines, use. We have a censorship resistant platform for sharing content and connecting others. And we have supply chain and identity verification. Example, we have VChain. That's a specific kind. We have VChain. This is for supply chain and identity verification. This space is so wide that we'll hear a lot of things in regard to this space. So you must try and learn as much as you can. You're not going to get everything at one time, but little by little, you can educate yourself. We have, let me see, verifying the origin of good or digital identity. Advantages of DApps. Censorship resistant. No single entity can control or shut down a DApp. Let me say this again. No single entity can control or shut down a DApp. Security. Blockchain-based operations are secured and tamper-proof. Transparency. All operation and transactions are recorded on the blockchain and visible to the public. Global access. Anyone with internet access can use a DApp by passing geograph- geogra- geographical and regulatory boundaries. So these are very important. These are very important. Challenges of DApps. Scalability. Many blockchains struggle to handle high transaction volume frequently. Users experience. DApps can be complex to use compared to traditional apps. So these are something that we must learn. Each and every one of us must, learn to interact with these things because it's very important. You understand a little bit about these stuff, DApps and whatever technologies that are coming out. Let's look at the cost transaction on some blockchain like Ethereum can incur high fees. Right? We all know that Ethereum is actually not finished as yet building, and Ethereum has been out for years and years and years and years, and basically Ethereum is still building, so and then we have the regulations. DApps operating in financial space might face legal legal issues at times, but most of them are built on the blockchain, if not all of them are built on the blockchain. So that's the key part of the DApps. So DApps are at the forefront of innovation in blockchain technology, enabling decentralized application across industries. So this is a new phenomenon. It's been out for quite a while, and basically, what app does on your phone, this is what DApps are going to do in the crypto space right on your phone. You can borrow in some of these decentralized applications. You can buy land. We have smart contract where right now you don't need lawyers to do certain things. From you have your smart contract, and these are the technologies that are running the place right now. But you have to know what you're getting into. You have to do your research, educate yourself from time to time. I've been here for the past 4 years, educating myself, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity that I can be here to educate you all. This is not financial advice, this is just for educational purposes. And we have talk that is here, that we have our own exchange, and it's just phenomenal. Um, and it's a bit disheartening, likewise, seeing some comments in our chat, which is kind of negative. So, Doc, this is just a small rundown of what uh, DApps are, decentralized applications, and there's quite a few more information that is out there. You can go on YouTube. Each and everyone should go on YouTube and research DApps are decentralized application, and you learn little by little what these stuff are, because you might just have to interact with these dApps at some point and time in your crypto journey. Okay, so this is just what I had to say this afternoon or this evening to the community. Educate yourself, get familiar with these things, and don't be afraid. Doc?
Yes, you're just blowing my mind, Mr. James. I mean, I'm trying to put my mind around
Yes.
virtual real estate.
Oh, yes.
I'm
Hmm.
trying to understand this. It's blowing my mind. So yeah, I think I need to do a little bit more research on that because yeah, the thing is we are
Uh-huh.
in virtual space now.
Yes.
So we have to kind of think differently
We have to.
than what we see as normal, right now. Yeah. Okay.
Let me
So mhm.
let's go back to this virtual real estate thing, yeah?
Hmm.
Doc, this is such a
Hmm.
big industry where we have virtual real estate where you can buy land on the blockchain, right? You can buy actually a piece of land on the blockchain, and these lands are selling for some crazy amount of money, right? And you can buy these land and you can interact with the next source, and you can actually rent your land out to these individuals that play a lot of games and stuff like that. You can actually build um, you can actually build houses and properties on these land and rent them out to these guys that are inside of the gaming industry, because the gaming industry likewise it's a $1 trillion industry, right? And you can actually rent these guys. You have play to earn. You can rent your stuff, and these things would belong to you. And if you want to sell, you can sell. So this
Yeah.
industry is so huge. It's so huge,
Uh,
and we have a lot to learn.
And Mr. James, you're saying that all of this is virtual, right?
Yes, yes, dear. All of this is
My
virtual.
word.
All of this is on. All of this is on the blockchain. When I came across these things and started to learn these things, oh boy, my mind just started going on a different level, right? And we have NFTs where you have individual that can produce a song, can produce a music, and then he could get royalty every time this his song is being bought. He gets a percentage. So he actually cuts out the middleman that would be there to receive funds for him. So every time a music is sold, he will get a
Mm-hmm.
percentage of the sale, so long as the music is um, done in the NFT, built on the blockchain. And a lot of individuals have done that, you know. And then we have, hey, we have so much thing. We have um, lending. When we look on, you can borrow if you're having problems with the bank. You can actually borrow. Um, you can borrow funds. You know, the financial institution, decentralized finance. We have Uniswap, Swap, RV, and Compound. Financial service, lending, borrowing, trading, and yield farming. Next time again, I'll have to talk about this yield farming thing because this is the next one that is built on the blockchain where you can put your funds in and this will generate income. It's actually like staking, right? Hey, Doc, there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn, Doc.
Wow, wow. You know, when I have said this many times that tech transforms your thinking. You know, if you really embrace tech, it will not only help you to see the glass as half full, but it transforms your thinking about different things. I mean, cryptocurrency, crypto space, that is a new language, you know,
Hmm.
and just for us to understand virtual real estate, all of this virtual gaming,
There's a noise behind
that
you, doctor. Doc, there's
that
a
is
noise behind you. It's not clear.
you can't hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so maybe it's you, Mr. Richard. So
Hello,
what I was
Doc.
saying,
So
yeah,
it seems
yes.
there's a
That's a
feedback
holdback.
from
That's
your
a
end.
holdback from your end. That's a holdback from your end.
Okay, let me turn off my headset. Let me see. What about now? Can you all hear me?
You're still perfect, Doc.
It's perfect. I know that there's a holdback. If something, but it's okay.
It's
Yes,
better
go
now?
ahead. Yes, it's still good.
Yeah. So what I was saying, it's as if it's a change of your thinking. That is what this is about. So we have to kind of think differently and do our research. I think I am hearing an echo, you know. I am going to is Mr. Carr there?
Mr. Carr,
Um Chief of Staff, can you take over for me? I'm gonna come out and come back in.
Yes,
All
I'm
right,
here.
no problem.
Oh, Mr. Carr is
Yes.
there. Okay. Mr.
Okay,
Carr,
Mr.
I'm
Carr.
gonna go out and come back in. I'm hearing an echo.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so let me leave and come back.
okay, Doc.
Yes, so it's a really interesting topic. Cryptochemists.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mr. Carr.
this is just, I guess, just a tip of the iceberg.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
and
One
as
second,
you know,
Joel. They still have a feedback. I think when two people mic is unmute at the same time, that's where the feedback comes from.
oh, you're still hearing it. Okay, let me
Okay,
Yes.
I'm
try.
Yeah,
back. All right,
All
I
right.
think
everybody mute.
yes, I think the keeper
Everybody,
is right. When somebody is speaking, we should allow one person to speak, then everybody should be muted. I think by doing that, we'll not get the feedback, the echoing. So all of us should mute our mic unless the person is speaking. Anybody that is speaking should speak. The other person will have to mute their mic. Thank you.
Please mute
okay, thank you,
everybody.
Chief of Staff. Okay,
Mute,
I am
mute
back.
everybody.
I am back. You just mute yourself, please. All right, I am back. Good.
Who
There
wants
is
to
no
talk?
feedback.
Let me hands up.
All right. So there is no feedback anymore. So Mr. James, thank you for this. It is Tiashans. We cannot just sit on our hands and do nothing. We have to go online. We have to find out things on our own. You know, we are really trying to do our best to train you every Saturday during the seminars and so on. But you also have to do your part, because this crypto space, it is mind blowing. It's a different language. It's as if you are learning a very, very new language. And when I tell you, you have to change your thinking, I'll give you a little example. When I started doing my PhD, even before doing a PhD and doing mathematics, I learned about two dimensions, which is, we all know two dimensions because that's how we learn from primary school, drawing circles and squares. Then I learned about three dimension. We know about three dimension because houses are three dimensions, balls are three dimension. But then when I started doing my PhD, I learned about the fourth dimension and the fifth dimension. I said, but I cannot visualize the fourth or the fifth dimension. Then I learned about, you could go on and on, the nth dimension. And so when I got into that, I knew I had to change my thinking. I could no longer think in two dimension or three dimension. I had to change my thinking. I had to do some more research so I could see it differently. And once I changed my thinking and saw it differently, I could not think in two dimension anymore or three dimension. I had to open my mind. And that is how I was able to understand fifth and sixth and 10th dimension and nth dimension. My dissertation is in n dimensions. And you know, that can blow people's mind. How could you go above a third dimension? Yes, we can. So the crypto space is like that. It is not something that we know. We are accustomed to real things, not virtual spaces, not crypto spaces. So that is why it's important, because this is a new language. It's important that we do the necessaries to learn that language of the crypto space, of cryptocurrency. Okay, so I am going to open the floor for questions. We are at 26 minutes, so maybe we can stop the recording now and start a fresh
Okay, I'll stop the
questions.
recording. Okay.
Okay.
It started.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, so any questions for Mr. James? Any comments on what he has just spoken about on decentralized applications? I'll wait for these questions first, and then we will open the floor for general questions. Anybody has a question or comment on DApps? Okay, no questions or comments on DApps? Yes, it is.
Doc,
Yes, Mr. James.
I just wanted to say something. A lot of us have been, because I've been, in watching the group, seeing the chats and stuff like that. A lot of people are, they're studying basically withdrawal, withdrawal, withdrawal. Trust me, for me alone, if we don't have any withdrawal, if TAP does not move, didn't move to its exchange anytime soon, I am not worried in a sense. The reason why we need to educate ourselves, it's more important than getting withdrawals. Educating yourself and find out how these things work. That is more important to me than anything else. Educating yourself, knowing how these things work, and then that aspect can come, you know. So we need to educate ourselves in terms of what is going on, how these app you can use these applications and these things. Yes, a lot of us have bills and want to get things done, of course, but educate ourselves. I can't say that enough. That
I agree. I agree. Thank you, Mr. James. Yes, yes. Whilst we waiting again, we doing this step by step. Whilst we're waiting for the exchange to put on more features, educate ourselves, find out about staking. How many of us have staked? The staking platform is available. How many of us have staked? If you have more than 30 coins, you can stake and hold your coins. Scarcity of coins will make the price of TAC go up. That is the concept of demand and supply. If something is scarce and there is demand, the price will go up. So staking, you hold your coins, but it also brings new coins into the space. So yes, educate ourselves. Okay, so let me open the floor now to general questions because I know there are a lot of questions. So go ahead. If you have a question, unmute, and we're going to do this one at a time. Let's give people a chance to speak, and then the leaders in the house who are here can answer. All right. So who has a question? Any question?
Hello.
Go ahead, Mr. Jason.
All right. Hello everyone. Good afternoon, good day. One love to the house. As you say, staking is one of the first thing I did, and I encourage every TSN to do it. It will help our project to grow. But my question is, since we emerged on our exchange at the $20 and 50 cents or so, there was something mentioned by Chief that how we go out our base, we will not go below the base in the event that, say, next month we grow to $20,000 per coin. Um, if the market fluctuates, is the $20 our base? Where if we fall, we go back down to 20 and we don't go under that. I just wanted to kind of clarify that, like understand how it works. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jason. Yes, I'm Chief of Staff.
Thank you, Mr. Jason, for that question. Yes, Chief Abundance made mention of that, whatever price we go to the exchange at, which is we went to the exchange at $20, that will be the base price. So no matter, we can go to even $100,000, and we can know the cryptocurrency space fluctuate. We can go to $100,000 and then we can still drop, but we can never drop below $20. As to how that process is being implemented, I don't have real clarity on that yet, and that is why I try to understand how the system operates. But I'm beginning to get the fact that is is a kind of a program, because if you are selling tag now, there are some fees that comes with it that are charged in tag. So I guess that fees now, I have a friend who tested the exchange, and he came back and he said, wait. And immediately he asked, he said, how do we choose validators? He want to stake his coins. That the price that we're seeing here, because he wanted to put some order out for sale, and when he put the order for sale, he was charged some amount of tag that were much as fee. So he immediately, because he understood the blockchain industry, he said he want to become a validator as well, because that fee is you'll be gaining a lot from there. So I guess when you want to sell tag, there's some fee that comes with it. In other spaces, when you buy crypto, you are not just tag exchange. In other exchanges, which has to even to do with decentralized exchanges, when you buy cryptos, you are being charged a fee. You are being charged a fee for buying, and you also charge a fee for selling. And some people charge even 20 something percent. So no matter how, you can't, the project cannot die. So that is how I understand how other exchanges work. But and I think that is the same process that is being implemented in TAC. I just hope this helps. But I think Shabonans can still do some clarification, but this is how I understand it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to know that because of I didn't know if we reach another stage and we stay there for a while, say we move up to $200 and we stay there for a while, if that will be our new base. So I didn't know if each time we emerge or we grow, we get a new base as long as we stay at that price for a certain amount of time. So, all right, thank you.
Hello.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jason. Yes, Madam Judith, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Delia. You spoke about the staking. I had a question during the week as a beginner in the crypto space. On Saturday, on the seminar, I heard that staking, the advantage of staking is it's, I can say maybe it supports the blockchain if I'm putting it correctly, and it increases the network, and then you can also earn some coins from the stakings. But then I need to know, are there disadvantages of staking? Do we have disadvantages?
Okay,
That's my
thank you,
question.
Madam Judith. Yeah, thank you, Madam Judith. You can mute now, please, so that there's no feedback. And thank you for this question, Madam Judith. And I'm wondering how many Tiashans in the house know about staking, because I am a newbie to the crypto space. As I said, I know the theory of it. I don't know the practical, and I joined TAC in 2023. So I had to ask about staking on the exchange, and then one person was kind enough, and thank you for that. Chief of Staff was kind enough to take some time out of his busy schedule to really explain it to me. And so, Chief of Staff, I don't know if you want to take that question, or Crypto Chemist, on the disadvantages of staking. And if you can, for those people who don't know about staking, if you can just, in a minute or so, let them know what they need to do. So that's either Chief of Staff or Crypto Chemist.
Okay, Doc.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. J.
Yeah, so the staking, the staking aspect of cryptocurrency is similar to the bank where you can deposit your money and you can put it on in a fixed deposit. And at a certain period when you want to get it back, it it requires maybe some time and something like that. So for the staking, it depends on the network. Some network may stay a bit longer for you to receive back your coin. Sometimes it might be 24 hours, or some network it could be hours or minutes to receive back your staking, the coins that you have staked. For the advantages of the staking, it's very profitable in regards to the amount of coins you may have and put and staking. Now, for me, when TAP came out, when we had our desktop wallet, we got our desktop wallet, we were able to move, for those of us who wanted to move our coins, we were able to move our coins to the desktop wallet. And mind you, we had our app, so you could move your coins to the app, your wallet, and you could actually move your coins to the desktop wallet. This is so advanced what TAP has, and I can say I've used both of them. So I've staked some coins that I had, and by week I put them on my desktop wallet, and I had them on my laptop for about a year, and my laptop was on 24/7. That I actually doubled my coins in about a year. I doubled my coins in regards to the staking, and this was just crazy. every time I came home, I look and see I'll get, a few kinds, and I make sure my laptop was on 24/7. Mind you, if the screen goes off, basically you have to start the process over. The staking will cease. So you'll have to have your laptop screen on 24/7. So I had that on for about a year, and it was so good for me. I could not believe what I saw. So the staking option with this exchange right now, I have some kind likewise stake. So long as there's staking available, I'm gonna stake my kind, and I'm just waiting for us that we could receive our kinds personally, so I can actually, if we have the staking option in the desktop wallet again, just stake them. That's my contribution in regards to the staking and what can be done with the staking.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. James. Okay, any other question, please? No questions? That's odd. The house is very quiet tonight.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead,
Yeah.
please. I'm not seeing who's speaking, but go ahead.
Greetings to you all. Yeah. Highly appreciate all. Please, my question is with regard to the staking of coins, what are the advantages that the stakers also add to the coins on the exchange? Because the stakers also plays a major role. Not only the advantage of the stakers, but what are the advantages that they also add to the coin or to the exchange? I want to know more about that. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Wisdom. Who would like to take that question? A leader in the house, can you take this question, please?
Doc, what was his question? I did not hear his question.
Okay, could you repeat your question, please, Mr. Wisdom?
Okay, hello, yeah. With the staking, if let's say a member stake his or her coins, a member will be having some advantages of getting rewards from the system. Fine. So what are the advantages that the stakers also add to their coin or to the exchange? If a member stakes his or her coins, does the coin which is stacked gain some advantage, and also the exchange itself, does it also get some advantage from the stakers? That is what I want to know.
Hello.
Okay, go ahead,
Hello.
Mr. James.
He's sounding a bit real low. I could hardly hear him. He says, "What is the advantages of staking your kind?"
I think that's what I'm hearing. I'm having difficulty hearing him as well.
Yeah, he's a bit low and muffled.
Hello?
Yeah. Bro.
Hello? Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Mr.
Doc.
Wisdom.
Hello?
Go ahead, Mr.
Hello?
Wisdom.
Yeah, my question is, if a member stake his or her coins, what are the advantages that a staker add to that coin or to the that exchange? Because what I know is if a member stake his or her coin, the exchange also gains some advantage from the staking and also the coin itself, which is stacked. So I need further explanation on that.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Francis, could you are unmuted? Go ahead.
Yes, Doc, thank you very much for the opportunity, and thank you so much for the great work that you are doing. I think what Wisdom is trying to find out is that aside the staker gaining some coins as a reward for staking the coin, what will the blockchain or the system also benefit from the staker? So what I want to say briefly is that, one, as you are staking your coin, you are more or less creating scarcity in the system. You are creating scarcity, so we know once there is scarcity in the system, we know of a demand and supply situation. The higher the supply, we will normally see the price falling down, and the lower the supply, definitely there's scarcity, so the price will go up. So you are creating scarcity when it comes to staking your coin, and also adding validating the blocks, as has been mentioned, I think by Mr. Carl some time ago, when I listened to the recording of last seminar. Thank you very much, Doc.
Thank you, Mr. Francis. Mr. James, I want to go back to something that you said, because as I said, I just received a crash course on staking, and in just a minute. A while ago, when you were speaking about when you staked and you left your computer on for a year, are you saying, and again, I'm new to this, new to staking, when we stake, we cannot let our computer sleep? That is how we're going to earn rewards?
Okay, Doc. So when TAC had we had our TAC on Biweek Exchange, and then we moved our coins to our desktop wallet or our mobile wallet. Well, for the desktop wallet, you could not let your screen go off. Anytime that screen goes off, you have to actually the staking would actually stop, right? So you have to just start it again. So you just have to leave your screen on for the whole time. But that feature now with the exchange, that is going to be different. You can stake your coins without have to be worrying about screen coming off or those, any sort of that thing. But when we had the TAC on our desktop wallet, if you let your screen goes off, basically you have to start the process over. So I left my desktop running for the past year. My laptop on for the past year, staking kinds, and that was phenomenal, right? But with the exchange now, that is different. Yeah, so you can stake your kinds, and you'll see how much percent you get from whatever kinds you stake. All right, Doc?
Thank you, Mr. James. Okay, any other question, please?
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah. I want to ask about the withdrawal aspect of the exchange. I see that the update made was withdrawal of Bitcoin, withdrawal of BNB, withdrawal of other crypto, I think USDT. But that of withdrawal of TAC, I wonder, is it withdrawal of TAC from TAC wallet to another TAC wallet? Because or withdrawal of TAC to fiat currency. So that is one. Then secondly, I still want to know if it is going to be possible for us to also use TAC to buy other coin and exchange. Operating on exchange, and we have a blockchain on it. Because I've seen some feature that I can buy TAC with Bitcoin, I can buy TAC with USDT, or I can buy other coin with TAC. So that is my question for now.
Okay, thank you. Who's going to take that question, please? Yes, Chief of Staff.
Come again. I somehow lost you. The first question.
Okay, the first question was about the withdrawal from the exchange, about the withdrawal of TAC. The feature there, I have.
Okay. Yes, thank you. When you stake your coin,
We're not hearing you, Chief of Staff.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, we did not hear anything you said. If you can start again, please.
Okay, all right. We had a mobile wallet, and it will be up in due time. So whenever the withdrawal of tag is made available, you'll be able to withdraw your tag from the exchange now to the mobile app. We had it before in the old database, but the contract we gave to some those guys in Kenya, uh, they ended up doing some things, and we have to even sue them. And they came back and started building the mobile app. So the mobile app is ready, but it's not yet fully activated. So when it's fully activated, that is when you'll be able to withdraw your tag. And again, tag can be compatible. Tag platform can be compatible to any blockchain in the space. Sorry, any wallet in the space. You know. So we are, like I said, we are just building, and but just be rest assured that Tag wallet is compatible with all the wallets in the crypto space. So and this means that we can interface with any blockchain and wallet, or blockchain and cryptocurrency infrastructure out there. So this is just a starting point. And the second question concerning, with yes, you can exchange your coins. You can exchange your coins. You can use Tag to buy other coins. That is the pairs are there. The pairs are there, and uh, uh, I spoke with Chief. The programmers are trying to do videos that will demonstrate how everything is being done on the exchange. So please be patient as those things are being resolved. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Okay, another question. Anybody else has a question, please?
Yeah, so good evening to house.
I have
Good
a
evening,
question.
Mr. Pius is first, please. Go ahead, Mr.
Good evening.
Pius.
Good evening.
Good
I
evening,
greet
Mr. Pius.
the house. I greet the house. And please, me, I want to know. I think this is almost 2 weeks now. We heard from Chief. How is well about now? Because I've not heard from him, and I've just been bothered about that. So how is well about?
All right. So Chobonus is very well fine, and a lot of people think, you know, some of you are in just one platform in Tag. Some of you are only on the Telegram group. Some of you are only in one WhatsApp group. We have a lot of groups in Tag where a lot of activities are happening on a daily basis. But you won't know. You will think Chief is not there. Chief is actually there. I interact with Chief on a daily basis. So is just because he's not releasing audio doesn't mean he's not there. There are some groups you are not part of. So those of us that are part of those groups will know what is happening. Okay, so Chief is very well and is good. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief of Staff. Okay, Mr. Peace Ice, go for it. Unmute and ask.
Good evening, everyone. I want to especially thank the trainer for today who talked about the DApps, which is decentralized application. And I have a question concerning Tag Exchange. But before that, I was having my own account. I joined the live through Collins. But then when I raised my hand to speak, I discovered that I was taken off. So I had to tell my friend that I want to attend the meeting. So I'm using a friend's account. So I don't know why I was removed. But here is my question, and it's about the Tag Exchange. December 11th last year, we were told that Tag was going to launch, and we waited patiently to see that it was going to be a process and not something that is going to be very, very fast. January this year, we were told that we're going to go live, of which we waited, and now nothing has still been done. So my question is that I don't understand how an information will be given to the community, because we are not saying that is a scam or something. We are being patient. But before you give an information to your community, it is best that you verify the message you want to give out, because later on when you give it to them and it turns out that it is something else, they will not be happy. This is community we are talking about, and this is crypto space. I've been in crypto for over 4 years now, and it is better that when you want to give an information, you should be sure of yourself. Now, the exchange was done. I don't know if there was testing on the exchange before it was released to the public. So I want to know, is it that there was nothing like testing on the exchange before it was released? And the CEO mentioned that, yeah, when the exchange was done, he only looked at it from afar and he saw that it was good. So I don't know. Even if he was so busy, at least one or two persons or leaders would have tested the exchange. So that is my question for now.
I didn't get. Go ahead, Miss Chief of Staff.
Well, I didn't get that as a question. What I hear from you, or what I'm trying to get from you, is you airing your opinion as to what is happening in the community. Well, yes, on December 11th, the exchange was launched, and the launch of the exchange is a process. And now you made a statement. You said nothing has been done. I wanted to ask, when you say nothing has been done, what do you mean exactly? Because yes, we launched, and now we are still building. Last week we had the deposit of USDT, Ether, BNB. I did all those deposits. We have a group where when updates are being dropped, if finance drop those updates, we go there, we test. I personally tested deposit of all the coins that have opened for deposit. They are tested everything. I deposited BTC, I deposited Ether, I deposited USDT, I deposited BNB. So just because some things are not happening, or maybe you are not aware of some things, doesn't mean they are not happening. You know. So
My question is that, uh, when they said deposit was happening already, what about withdrawal? What happens to the withdrawal aspect? And the developers that are developing the exchange, we have seen a BTC at $96,000 static ever since
uh,
this exchange went live.
uh, Mr.
No
Peace,
price has actually
Mr.
changed.
Peace,
So I'm
Mr.
not
Peace.
asking,
Hello,
is
Mr.
that
Peace.
exchange the
Please,
first one they are building?
can you listen? I'm asking a question.
I can listen.
Is it the first time you're attending this training?
This is not the first time I've been attending training, and now the main account I would have used in airing my view, I was taken out because I raised up my hand to speak.
So whose account is this? Isn't your account?
This is one of the people I brought into TAC.
Okay. So all these things you say you've been coming to training. All these things were said that all those features will be activated soon. The withdrawal aspect was said to be implemented this week, but for some reason it is not implemented. But the deposit are working. You can do tag P2P. People can do KYC. So we are still developing. And concerning the real recording the price of cryptos in real time on the exchange, all these things have been. That's why I ask if you have been coming to training. We addressed this thing. I think one of the last trainings that Chief Abundance was even here live.
Gabriel,
Thank you.
Gabriel, if
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Mr. James. Go ahead, Mr. James.
no, what I'm saying, right? We have all heard that this thing is a process. It's not just to just launch the exchange and then bam, everything goes perfectly. It's a process. They have been saying this for quite a while.
There are a couple of exchange that have been launched through the world, and these things take some time before everything and anything can be worked out. You know, a lot of us, as I said before, would like to get funds. Each and everyone would like to get, funds. But it's a process. It's a process. It's a process. That's what I just had to say.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. James. All right. Any other questions, please?
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Starbrain. Please ask your question.
Yes, I don't know whether I'm permitted to ask question outside the 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 program tonight.
No, I said we could ask general questions, so go ahead, please.
Okay. My question is on the registration we did at the time that is around November last year. We were asked to that we can buy coin, but registration was not done at that time, and that when we buy coin, we should indicate our username on the receipt for identification. So at that time, one of my prospects bought coin, and at the time he paid, I've not registered him, but we indicated the username that he wanted to use. But unfortunately, when I was actually registering him, the system rejected that username, that it had been used or something like that. So it couldn't go. So we used another username which went. And immediately, before then, we have already sent the receipt of the money paid. So, and when it was rejected and with another username, I informed our leader, Mr. Boas, about it. And he said, there's no problem. And I sent all the particulars to him. So now that everything is over, I now ask him to check the account. And when you check the account, there is nothing there. So that is the complaint I have, because he has not been credited with the amount, with the tax amount that he bought. So, and I don't know how that could be handled. That's why I'm asking the question here.
Okay, thank you for the
The start
question.
when can you send me a message after here? Just send me a DM, okay?
It's okay, sir.
Or Mr. Victor, Mr. Victor and Gary, please, you can handle that gentleman. I think it has to do with the funding and all those things. Since Dr. Boas is not here.
Yeah, let me just put a clarification there. Yeah, good evening, everyone. The issue of wallets not being funded until now is not something that is just
Somebody needs to
peculiar
mute
to
their mic.
one person alone. It's actually a general issue, and the only issue why this is still pending is because the exchange, like Chief announces, is yet to come fully running. So not only one person, I for one too, I have that issue. I made a payment for 10 coins, and till today, those 10 coins have not reflected in my wallet. So I can speak boldly to say so many of that issues are pending when the exchange will be running up and smoothly. All accounts will be funded. And what we've always said on this platform is that nobody should panic of losing any of our coin. No, it's never gonna happen. So if you have made your payment, send your username for proper recording from the National Director of Operation. You go home and relax. When the time comes proper, your wallets are going to be credited. So between that, the last phase of November into December 11th, since the site was suspended, all of those visual registration that we did, they are all still pending. No single wallet has been credited, lest someone will begin to complain and say, I've not seen my own. So please, Jashans, let's relax our mind. Nobody, we can say that again and again, no person will lose his or her coin. When everything is perfected, all buyers are going to be credited into their wallet. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Victor. Mr. Moses, you have a question? Go ahead, please.
Director,
Yes, Mr. Carr.
Director. Yeah, I must interject here. The, we have to be careful with those general statements because accounts have been funded. Lest we have a situation where everybody that paid money since we went offline now expect to be funded again, because you can say some accounts may not have been funded, but don't say none has been funded, because I am aware of accounts that have been funded already. So let's try not to generalize those statements, lest we create a situation. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Joel Carr. I'm saying that because most at times from over here, when such is done, we get a report that all accounts is sent for funding, and within an interval of maybe a day or two, we go back and check. So sorry about that. If some accounts have received their tax into their wallet, I'm not just aware. So I was still speaking in general terms due to the situation as it were. So thank you so much
Okay.
for that correction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Moses, you have a question, please. Mr. Moses, you've been unmuting to speak. Do you want to ask your question now? Okay, you seem to have gone. Any other questions?
Hello.
Go ahead, Reverend.
Yeah, good evening, everybody, and I say well done to you all in Jesus' name. My question is about one registration. One person I introduced that registered, but I discovered that
Hold on,
not...
hold on, Reverend. Mr. Carr, it's now 40 minutes. Do you want to stop and start it? We might be ending.
So
It's already
I was
40
watching
minutes.
that. I was going to ask you. Yeah, so let me stop it. All right.
Yes. Hold on, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, there's an individual that I introduced to TAC. He registered, but he failed to verify his email address. As to, when you registered, they send a message to your email to verify. So he didn't do it, but we couldn't really know on time. And he has paid, and after that, we are searching, we are logging in, they will say username not valid. So I just want to ask what needs to be done, since we discovered that he did not verify his email address at the point of registration. So should we do the registration again using the username, because we have sent the username for payment, and we couldn't get to the account as at now because of the issue. So please help. What do we do?
Yes. Once your username has not been taken by another user, yes, he can just go over the whole process and resend the that username and try to register it again. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rev. Any
All
other
right.
questions before we start closing up?
Yep. Hello.
Yes. Go ahead, Madam Marie.
Hi. Yeah. It might be a simple question, but just for clarity, just understand the current price is 20.5. Yes.
Correct.
And I just wanted to know. We probably spoke about this previously, but just have a better understanding of the quantity and the total. Can that be explained?
Are you talking about in your portfolio?
Sorry. Yes, in my portfolio.
All right, let me go into
Yes, please. So if you look at the columns in your wallets, you're going to see the asset column is going to show you whichever asset you have, TAC, BTC, etc. You go over, it's going to show you the current price. So in the case of TAC, $20.50. As you come over, you're going to have the quantity. And of course, if you are subject to the vesting order, you're going to have your 25% at the top, which is the amount of coins you have unlocked. And then at the bottom, you're going to have the 75% of your coins locked. The column next to that is going to have your total. Now, your total is a reflection of your current unlocked coins. So let's use some figures to help bring some clarity. Let's say you had 10 TAC coins overall. Let's use 100 for easier calculation. So you had 100 TAC coins. You have 25 available to you, and 75 would have been locked. That makes up your 100. Your current price is going to be the 25 coins by the $20.50. That's what's going to be reflected in your total. So I hope that sheds some light on it.
Okay, yeah, that makes it a bit clearer. So you're saying that the total is that in the indication of how many coins?
It's an indication of the current price times the amount of coins you have currently unlocked.
Ah, okay. And
So
so if I want to,
if you look in your portfolio, you're going to see the unlocked amount. If you
yeah,
take your calculator and you take that figure and you multiply it by the current price of TAC, which is
yeah.
$20.50, you should get your total.
So if I calculate the total amount to the current price, I will get my total amount. Is that what you're saying?
If you calculate on the quantity, you're going to see at the top of your quantity, you're going to see the amount of coins that are currently unlocked. So
Okay.
you're seeing two figures. You're seeing one at the top and the other at the bottom telling you that those are locked. So you're
Okay.
only focusing on the one at the top, which is the amount that is unlocked. And you're going to
Okay.
take that figure and you're going to
Mm-hmm.
multiply it by the current price of TAC. And that will give you the
Okay.
total.
Okay. And the figure at the top, are you talking about the USDT?
On the quantity, you're looking on the quantity, the column that says quantity. That
Okay.
shows you the amount of TAC you have.
The quantity. So I times the quantity by the current price. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Hello? Hello?
Hold on, Mr. Pius, please. Mr. Carr,
Yes.
maybe you should also mention that if someone has staked, what that quantity is going to be now.
Well, your quantity, yes, is gonna take down your balance in your portfolio. So if
Yeah.
you had 100 coins and you stake 30 coins, which is the minimum, your balance is going to now be saying 70.
Yes.
So it's going to have 70 left in your portfolio and 30 would have been locked in staking. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
okay,
you.
Okay, Madam Marie. Yes, Mr. Pius. This is
Okay.
yes, Mr. Pius.
Please, I want to ask you, those videos on how to trade on the exchange from that last week, that lecture last week. You people have yet to post those videos so as to enable us to study the team very well. You know that as they were doing this thing, they were rushing up. So if we have those videos, other people may not be able to sit down and study it.
Actually, if you click back on the same seminar, you can access all of the information at any time. The individual videos haven't been posted yet. I'm just still doing some editing because I wanted to make some changes to some things. But in terms of what was presented, if you click on the same StreamYard link, you can go back to YouTube and you have access to all of the videos there. All right, thank you.
Okay. Okay, but I want to advise, please. I want to advise because it's not every time that somebody will have such amount of data to go and watch those things on there. Try as you said that you are working on it. Try and work on there and post it on the website so that we can download it.
Yeah,
If you don't
you,
keep it up.
Mr. Pius.
you could always jump forward. You don't have to watch everything because it's already recorded. You can just skip ahead to watch particularly what you want to watch. So you don't have to watch through the entire presentation. You could skip ahead to the video.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay, thank you. We have one more question, and then we'll hear from Chief of Staff to say the final word. Mr. Ansem, do you have a question? I see you've unmuted.
Yes, I have a question. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
My question is, if I stake my tag and I learned that it is 2.5% return on investment. So how often is this return on investment? Is it weekly, monthly, or so? I want to know, please.
Very good question. Who can answer that question, please? Who, yes, Chief of Staff.
Yes, it's daily. You can stake on a daily basis. And if you look there, there's a pool. There's a pool, and once that pool gets filled up, then another pool is being opened. Okay.
Where is the pool, Chief of Staff? I'm online right now. Oh, I see the available pool limit. Okay.
Yes. So once you exceed that, then another pool is being opened. So the staking is on a daily basis, and the rewards also come on the next day.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
But Chief of Staff, what if you have staked, say, all of your available coins? There's not much you can do again.
Yes. Yes. If you stake your coins, you will continue to if you want, you can on stake and stake in the new pool in order for you to keep getting profit.
Oh boy.
You understand?
No, actually I don't.
Um
Yeah.
Now the staking is flexible, it's not fixed. In a fixed stake, in a case where it is fixed, you will not have access to it until a certain time period. But this one now is flexible. You can take your capital anytime you want. So now, if by the time you have stake and that pool is being exhausted, you can unstake and then reinstate back into a new pool.
But how do you unstake, Chief of Staff? How do you take back what you staked?
Is there once once you click on I'm not on my phone now. I'm trying to get it I
I
can't view
think
it
the
now.
button is unsubscribe, Chief of Staff. I think it's
What?
unsubscribe. I think you click on that says unsubscribe.
Okay, you Joyka, you also saw the place, right?
Yeah, there's a button to unsubscribe.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's an area.
yes,
Um,
yes,
Chief,
yes,
Gabriel.
yes, sir.
Yes, yes. There's an area there where you say you can unsubscribe because I
Mm-hmm.
was going through it and I saw there's an area there. If you press that, you will
Mm-hmm.
automatically seem like you get back your stake kinds. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is there. It's there.
So,
I guess Carl, you will have to make a set up a video of that so people can see it likewise.
yes, because this is, yeah, because a lot of people don't
Yeah.
know I'm
Yes.
included, and I've been asked
I
about that.
Yeah, I
Mm.
understand that. Hmm.
All right, then.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Doc.
Yes, Mr. Francis.
Yes, I also tried to unsubscribe this afternoon, but when I did it, it says it was successful, but it's still pending there. I don't know whether it was as a result of the system or the work that is ongoing. And I want to find out maybe from Chief of Staff that if you stake for the first one and the reward, you've received your reward that for that day or the next day, do you have to unsubscribe and stake again before the reward will come, or when you maintain that amount of coin that you stake, the next 24 hours the reward will come? Because I am not seeing that the first reward that I received for the first stake, uh, there is no subsequent one. So that was where I was trying to unsubscribe, and it was not taken from the mode, staking mode.
I don't know about the unstaking because I've not unstaked from all the ones I've done so far because the pool hasn't been exhausted yet. So, but some of the questions here, I will have to really wait on the programmers to explain some of those things because uh, so far I'm trying to explain based on how I've tested it. I've tested it now, but uh, the programmers are in a better position to do that, and I believe in a few days, just like Chifabonas has told us, we're able to have videos on how the exchange truly functions and all the um, processes. But I'll try to unstick after this section and see. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Hmm. Thank you very much. All right, I think we have come. Yes, it's already almost 2:30. Chief of Staff, do you have any final words?
All right. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, everyone, depending on where you are joining us from. And thank you, Doc. Thanks to Eka and Ms. Nikiba, the three directors of training. And thanks to the community of Tiashans. Today we have, um, I'm trying to look at the numbers, but so far it's 123. I know, Doc, we need to take record of the number of participants every Saturday so that when next we come when we come for the next Saturday, we'll be able to remind the community that this is the number of people that attended last week's training, and something like that. So we have 124 participants.
It went up to 136. I do remember. I usually
Okay.
remember the numbers every week. Yeah. So today it was
Okay.
136. Some people have already left.
Okay. All right then. I want to thank the community of the actions that for your persistence, for your consistency, and when one thing about building is that building is something that uh, can does not stop, and when the educational system have taught us jobs, how so the educational system is is the breeding ground of when slavery ended. That was where people were pushed to, to go to school, to conform. So our educational system really did a number on us, and now that we have congregate here to build something, we come from diverse backgrounds. Some of us have different experiences. Some of us are on learning. Some of us are relearning. It's a worthwhile experience. And it might seem as if nothing is happening now, but trust me, a lot is happening. Uh, One thing I've done over time is that I usually go back to history. Everything I want to do in life, I usually go back to read about people that have done similar things in the past. And I read their stories, I watch their videos, and I see how they started. And some of them literally, I pick courage because it reminds me of where I am now. I see people, I see where the richest man in UK, I think his name is Braxton. He owns this Virgin Island. I watched his interview in his heydays where he was saying that he will go to space. He will have one of the biggest airline company in the world. And literally, he was laughed at. So I watched how people laughed at Bill Gates. These things now. So when I begin to understand this and put them into my own journey in tag, whenever I'm faced with challenges, it just reminds me of what people like that have done. And coupled with the fact now, that is our monetary aspect, trying to build a company that can empower us. Now, coming to the ideological side of tech now, we are trying to fulfill the prophecy, the mission and vision of our ancestors, Marcus Garvey, Nkrumah, Nnamdi Azikiwe, all these people that have come before us. Every race have a group of people that fight and represent them. Unfortunately for us, we don't have shortage of such leaders in the past. We are not just being taught about them. In my own understanding, I'm told that Europeans teach their children histories of their ancestors. The Chinese teach their children the history of their ancestors, what the ancestors have done in the past. The only people that don't teach their own history is us. We don't go back to reflect on where we are coming from, and without understanding that where we are currently, our position in the world currently is as a result of the decision that we have made in the past. So now we have found ourselves in a situation where we are trying to break away from that system, and it will not be easy. Building something like this will require us to become different people entirely. We must go back and read what are we trying to do in tech. We are saying that we are trying to in Africa we have one military, one educational system, one currency. This is what we are trying to do. So, and the way the universe is, the way what is happening on the continent now, I usually used to tell myself, with the actions, we are the ones that will give Africa that currency. Yes, we are beginning to wake up. Trust me, we are beginning to wake up. In this internet age now, one or two ways you must come across videos that talks about black emancipation, and as we progress along, these things will begin to come out more. And trust me, people are beginning, not just us, white people too are waking up, understanding that we have all been scammed. So we are doing our part. We are the ones that are building that monetary system for our people. The likes of Ibrahim Traore, they are the ones in the political arena. They are the ones that we work with in the future. So we are doing our part here in the currency sector. So we must hold what we are doing very seriously. Crypto is the future, and the future is now. And the future is now. I've said it. We are where we are today as a result of our decision in the past. If we must look at where we must be in the next 20 years, we must begin to do things that we have done. We must do things differently. And the things that will ultimately set us free are things that usually give us pains. These things is replete in nature. We go through pains. The human being, you can't build anything sustainable without going through pain. It's part of us. But how you handle those pains is what matters. So these are all the things that we must have in mind, that we are not here to gamble. We are not trying to build a currency that will be built on hype. We are really here to set the record straight. Chief Abundance has put on an initiative right now. We are trying to rebrand our image globally. This is the age of information, and our information must be out there. And therefore, you Tiashans that are listening to me now, you must begin to reflect back on your social media handles, because we are putting out a lot of information out there. We are engaging mainstream media now. A lot of you don't even know that TAC is already registered in Ghana now, and the registration number is among is even stated in the first article that was released by Chief Abundance. So we are not here for joke. We are not here for joke. And we now, as much as we are facing challenges now, does not mean we are here to play. We must begin to project. We must become a community. We must understand that this is our own community. We are the ones to build it. And so far, so good. The system is dying. It's dying. You can see. You can't go back to the system. You can't go back. The system is designed to either make you a criminal or make you poor. You can't become rich in the system unless you compromise. Look at what happened during COVID. So ordinary, and that is kind of system that we are in. And so now we're trying to build a new system entirely. It must come with pains, it must come with challenges, and it must come with a total renewal of mindset. This is our time. And as we continue to build, we must remain united, we must remain consistent. Like the sun rises every day, it doesn't complain, it just does what it's born to do. The day the sun doesn't rise, the entire world will come to an end. The sun is a source of life. And even at night, the moon does not reflect its own sun, that does its own light. It still reflects the light of the sun. So the sun is there to remind us of consistency. And if we must build those millions, those trillions that we're anticipating for, we must put in that ingredient. That's exactly what the sun does. We must be consistent. Thank you very much. I'll start continuing to go up here. Peace.
Thank you so very much, Chief of Staff, as usual, for your wise words. Okay, everybody, we've come to the end of today's training. I'll see you again next week for another awesome training. Thank you so much for being here and for lending your voice. So if we can unmute and say goodbye, have a lovely evening.
Love, brother Otium. One love, brother Aki.
Everybody.
One love, everybody.
Goodbye,
Blessed to the
everyone.
house. One love, Dr. Dahlia. Blessed
One
up,
love.
Chief Abundance.
Put your money intact, put your money intact. Invest and show that your money come back. Put your money intact, put your money intact. Invest and show that your money come back. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free. Join the abundance community, diaspora city. Yeah, we got global accessibility. Your future, your currency. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free. Join the Abundance Community Diaspora City. Contact our website or social media for more info. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, tack,